doing, Charlie? You're very cute. Yes. Nen. 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 Oh, what have you done? Can mommy have it? I don't need the phone. Good morning all, happy Thursday. It has been a somewhat cozy but cold morning, despite the fact I now have my arms out. We've had the fire on. Is the camera dirty? Is that why that's flaring? Hold on. Yes, that was the case. Anyway, it was like 12 degrees overnight, so we had the fire on. It's just starting to wind down, and just in time for me to have lunch. Charlie is asleep. I've just got him down literally 5 minutes ago, so I'm taking this as an opportunity to have some food, or at least get started on some food. I am making some homemade tortillas so I can have some chicken wraps for lunch. This is that recipe I don't know when I made it last time. I'm sure I filmed it. It's just 2 ingredients: flour and yogurt, and I add salt because I'm extra apparently. They are delicious every time. I also have a literal mug of thickened cream defrosting because I'm going to make a creamy chicken sauce thingy for dinner. I just needed something to use up the leftover chicken, so wraps it is. We also always have an abundance of yogurt in this house since Tim decided he's a master at it. So this is an easy way to use that up. But also, I don't know if anyone's made naan bread. It just tastes like a naan bread wrap. It's delicious. There is not too much on the agenda today. I actually mashed out a decent portion of my to-do list yesterday to make today just that little bit lighter. I've been feeling really flustered and busy and tired lately, so I just wanted to get a head start while I could. So I've got a couple of things to do, but nothing that's like backbreakingly boring and exhausting. You know, I can't say it's going to be the most interesting video. I'm not going to argue that our videos are always interesting. They are just things that I've done because we do this daily. We're actually over 270 videos in of doing daily videos, which is kind of insane. It's wild to think back when Tim first started this. It was meant to be him documenting the 30th year of his life. And he just said this morning that he's less than 3 months away from being done with his 20s, which is kind of insane. I'd like to say there's something more interesting on my mind right now, but there's not. I just thought I'd pop on and say hello. And I'm going to give these time to rest. 10 minutes, literally it. And then pump out a couple of things in the meantime. And I'll update you when something of any significance happens. Okay, so quick update. This is how my wraps turned out. Looking more like tacos, but I'm absolutely okay with it, and they are absolutely delicious. Okay, bye. I forgot to pick up the camera the rest of the day, but I've made chicken. I've made garlic chicken creamy sauce, and then that's going to go with some veg, mashed potato currently there, and I forgot to film. Tim, I forgot to film.
Hello, after I find my water. Oh, another water boy. Another water boy. Is that funny? Look at the boss. There's boss man here.
Luna's sitting in his chair.
I heard some wisdom for longevity from this 100-year-old woman. Someone's like, "What's your secret?" She's like, "I've never once logged into Microsoft Teams." It's a joke, but it's true. Anybody who's made it to 100 has never touched Microsoft Teams. I can assure you of this. Hey? Slack is fun. Now, I'm not just saying that because the companies that pay my wages use Slack and own Slack. What am I talking about? I'm not on wages. Hello again. Beautiful day. Trying to get some more sun. I have a dilemma. It's not a real dilemma. It's like my brain's trying to look for some form of excitement in life. Here's my fake dilemma. This watch Remember the watch that I bought that I loved so much? Well, I still love it so much. But the watch, my watch, is actually on my desk. This watch is a different one because I bought, when I was trying to buy this watch, I was trying to like lowball bid on eBay, and I got very lucky twice. Like I was bidding for ages, didn't get one. I started like double bidding on two at once, and I won both. So now this one's like near new, and I'm trying to sell it. But because where I bought it from was in the US, and it shipped through the mail and sat on my desk forever, now the battery estimates are sitting at like 11 days as opposed to 30 to 40, and I don't want to sell it without confirming that no, the battery calculations are wrong. It does actually last longer. So far it's looking like it does. Like it's sitting at 94%. I took it off charge yesterday about this time at 96%, so it's gone down like not at all. But I spoke to Garmin and they said, look, within 5 days it should update its estimates, which is enough for me to be comfortable enough to sell it. I just don't want to sell it if it doesn't, like if there happens to be something wrong with it and upset somebody else. That's not what I'm here for. So wearing this other watch, I couldn't figure out how to transfer all the settings and data and all that either, so it's not got my my steps on the front of the watch face. It doesn't have my payment card so I can pay for stuff, but it is what it is. I'm noticing I haven't actually noticed that much, which goes to show it's actually doing exactly what I wanted it to do when I moved away from the Apple Watch. I don't know it's there. Perfect. When I look at the time, I glance. If I want to look at my steps, right now I glance and get mad because it's not there. But I barely interact with it. That's perfect. The best design is design you don't even know it's there. This was Steve Jobs, I'm pretty sure, which ironically, Apple. It's good to get sun. I feel like I'm just so cooped up. Today I had a incident in the morning pop up. So I was working my morning gig for quite a bit longer than normal, to the point where I had like no break between the morning and the afternoon gigs. I've just been working. Rolled out of bed, was like, oh, so tired. Looked at my watch, realized it's time for work, started work, and I've barely stopped. Oh, I got a headache. I had some sugar, quite a bit, because I've just been, overdosing on sugar while life has been so busy. It's not good. I'm going backwards. I was doing so well at the beginning of this year, with health and with many other things, but it's not all bad. I finally got 2 of my apps into beta testing on the App Store, which is fun. If you want to test either of my apps, let me know in the comments and I'll chuck a test flight link your way. But I don't know, just I'm tired and we're going backwards. Because at the moment, with whatever's going on in the world, the US dollar is dropping and I get paid in US dollars. So initially, when I signed on for this job, the discrepancy between the Australian dollar and the US dollar was going the other way. So it looked like I'd basically locked in a very small, pay rise each month. Nothing crazy, not even enough to necessarily keep up with inflation, but like, enough. With my business, I then do my wages in Australian dollars. So with my Australian dollar earnings dropping by the month, I'm butting up right up against what I need to survive. So it's exhausting, I love what I do, but I can't sustain. We've cut everything under the sun. Apart from at the moment, I'm eating a lot of junk food, but yeah, like Hannah hasn't had alcohol since before she got pregnant. I haven't had alcohol this year. Subscriptions, we've got Apple, which I need for iCloud because I've locked myself in. And that's it. We have Amazon, sorry I lied, we've got Amazon as well. But again, that's for getting stuff shipped in. Business pays for that because I need a whole bunch of equipment shipped in. But I don't know what else to cut. We're like running totally out of money. nothing else to cut, and still working 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. on a good day. I'm so keen to just wrap up. I have a vision for what the life we, could live looks like. Just getting there, Like when we move, right now, it's our daily driver. The good thing about that car is it's an EV. Meaning, right now with the cost of petrol going up, and with our solar panels and house batteries and all that, we aren't, whoa, hello, just getting swooped by kookaburras who are hungry. We're not actually seeing a massive increase in terms of fuel at the moment. Bro, why are you getting very comfortable? I'm busy, I'm doing a talk. I know for a fact that will change. I know as well, like, cost of electricity is going to go up. And the cost of being connected to the grid will go up as well. Can you not? Dude, give it a tick. Anyway, then there's the workhorse, which something has happened to it, and I don't know what. It's not in a good shape at the moment. And the little car computer thing that I've got doesn't know how to read this car's errors. And I'm trying to save money. I don't really care. I'm just so tired. But the thing that excites me when we move, we're getting very, very not scared, those kookaburras. You watch, if I sit down, you watch them sit on the chair next to me. Something I'm looking forward to is when we move, I don't want a car. Where we are now, we're about 2 hours from family. We've got a bigger property, so I need something to lug around, tools and, tree trunks when stuff gets cut down. But where we're looking to move, there's locally run public transport. And I'm thinking that's the way to go. I don't want complexity. I just want simplicity. I'm so tired. I can't afford the brain power of figuring out how to keep affording the life that we do. It's not even that fancy, but it's just everything's getting so much more difficult. These are the challenges. What would life be without its challenges, eh? Challenges, when you get challenged with something, it's good, builds your character, or it gives you the opportunity to build a solution. So for work, I do a lot of filming, and I use the teleprompter app, and that's where my latest and greatest new app that I've come up with and built has come from. It's straight from those problems that I deal with at work. If I didn't have those problems, then I wouldn't have the opportunity to build a solution. It's like if I didn't have... They're coming, man. They're funny as. If I didn't have these budgetary, financial challenges, I wouldn't have the opportunity to... I don't know. There'll be something. There's always something. Always something. Anyway. I'm going to go stop talking your ear off now and just have a 2-second rest before I go back to the grindstone. Couple more hours. What's the time? Yeah, another 6 hours left. And then back to sleep and then waking up and doing it again. We have Anzac Day on Saturday, actually. About 10 minutes down the road, the dawn service starts at 4:20 something a.m. About 4:30 a.m., but I want to get there at sort of 20 past. Which means I've got to be out the door by 10 past, which means I should wake up at 4 a.m. So that'll be good. It puts things into perspective, honestly, Anzac Day. It's one of my, oddly, it's one of my favorite days in the year. Because it gives the opportunity to just realize, like, all the stuff that I complain about, all the financial troubles, all the stress and problems. There were men my age or younger who didn't make it home from these wars. So I've got nothing to complain about and everything to be grateful for. It's a good point of reflection. I really do appreciate and I love Anzac Day. So I'm looking forward to the dawn service. I always do. Alright, I'm going to enjoy some sun and go back to work. Bye.